You may have voted for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, but nevertheless, we all wish for a great president. Someone like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, or John Adams. But we can't have all of them, can we? To become president, you mustn't just waltz into the White House and exclaim, "I am becoming the new president." Just no. Well, maybe after you become president, there are certain eligibilities you need to follow. For instance, you need to be 35 years or older to run, and you have to have lived in the U.S. for 14 years or longer. If you happen to not be a natural-born citizen, then I'm sorry, you can't run. If you are a natural-born citizen, then good for you, you can run. To become president, you have to be a natural-born citizen, as you probably picked up. Your parents have to be one as well. The people that are running for office should have a trait that not only presidents should possess. That trait is integrity. Many other presidents acquired this trait throughout their life. George Washington is an excellent example of someone with integrity. He knew that as the first president, he would set the standards for the next president and the next. He wanted America to see that their leader should be honest. Many people want their name written down in the history pages, some as good people, some as bad. Abraham Lincoln. The name rings a bell, doesn't it? In many people's eyes, he was the best president. He was an inspiration for many, which brings me to the next trait of being an inspirational leader. When he was a child, Lincoln's family didn't have a lot of money. As farmers, they struggled to make a living. Lincoln rarely went to school because he lived a long way away. There was also a lot of work to be done on the farm, and Abraham helped his dad. Through all of his hardship, he became president, a great one at that. You probably don't expect people, or maybe you do, in high places to promote a healthy lifestyle. You may like to be healthy and fit, but your friends might not. Fear not, there are some people that support the same thing. If you like to exercise and stay fit, you have something in common with a past president. As a child, Theodore Roosevelt was very sickly, but going into his teenage years, he became more active. When he became president, he started to promote exercise and an active lifestyle. Many people aren't confident enough because of something that happened in the past or recently. If you are, don't forget, you have something in common with one of our past presidents. During his summer vacation, Franklin Delano Roosevelt discovered that he had polio. When he discovered this, he was worried that people would doubt his ability to do his job. Through encouragement from his wife Eleanor and his political colleagues, he continued his work. He was glad he did this because in 1928 he was elected governor of New York, and in 1932 he was elected president. Whether it's being the lead role in a school play or in a group of friends, you might like leading, or as some people call it, being bossy. As people running for president, they should have more than enough experience leading. John F. Kennedy showed more than enough experience through leadership. After he graduated from college, he joined the U.S. Navy and served in World War II. During the time he was in war, the ship he was stationed on was hit and sunk by a Japanese destroyer. Though injured, he found the strength to save the survivors by getting them to a nearby island. He was not afraid to let America know that they were in danger. He openly shared information about them being endangered during the edge of a nuclear war in 1962. He stated his determination to keep the country safe. Don't you get mad when the answer to an equation is obvious, but there's this one person who doesn't know the answer. So we're all waiting for that person to figure it out, but they never do. People running for president should show high intellectual skills. John Adams knew that in times of war, peace was better than a massacre. By choosing to prevent the U.S. from going to war with France, many people called him a coward. He stood up confidently for what he thought was right. It was John Adams who convinced Thomas Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence. He was one of the first to sign it, knowing that this simple sheet of paper would cause a lot of trouble. By watching this video, you have gained significant knowledge into what a president should be like. Also, information on how you can become president. To recap, you must be 35 years or older to run, and you have to have lived in the U.S. for 14 years or more. Your parents have to have also lived in the U.S. Many people wish for a great president, someone with intellectual skills like John Adams, the leadership skills of John F. Kennedy, the confidence of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the promotion of exercise of Theodore Roosevelt, the inspiration of Abraham Lincoln, and the integrity of George Washington. We may not be able to have all of these traits in one, but we can always hope for a great president.